Hey, what's going on, my chosen and collective community? So, your girl Phoenix is pulling back up for her cosmetic family, okay, chosen and collective, and you already know what's going down, okay? So let's get into it. Chosen and collective, you already know. There's a hater in the house. Should we get him? Let's get him. There's a hater in the house. Should we get him? Let's get him. So let's get these haters and expose them, chosen and collective, because we already know that they always out there, okay? They always out there. No matter what, it's always a hater around, okay? It's always a hater to be exposed, okay? So let's go ahead and get these haters and let's air out that tea. Let's get to it. So at the bottom of the deck, can't make it up. Someone has low self-esteem, chosen and collective. So we have low self-esteem. These people have low self-esteem. So let's get into it. Their envy and inferior towards you stems from deep-rooted childhood wounds. So this person that's overall hating on you, chosen and collective, it comes from them getting hated on as a child, and overall people didn't like them as a kid. People overall made them feel low about their self in some shape or form. They had some type of low self-esteem since a child, chosen and collective. So this is why they have this overall deep-rooted hatred for you, because they're taught from a child to hate on people. Okay, chosen and collective, early in age. So this person that's hating on you, that's in your energy, has low self-esteem. And overall, they have deep-rooted childhood wounds, chosen and collective. Go ahead and zoom in on that for you so you can see that, okay? So be mindful of that and take heed of that. That overall, they hate on you because you're pretty or you're handsome, because you're confident, because you have high self-esteem, because you don't need nobody to make you feel whole or beautiful or handsome, because overall you got the courage, the bravery, and the confidence already within yourself, and they never did since a kid. They never felt really like nothing. Okay, chosen and collective. So they continue to try to overall throw this hatred energy at you because a lot of people saw them as a nobody. A lot of people saw them as a person that was low self-esteem or low value. Okay, so be mindful of that. That most likely a lot of people try to project the feelings that they have onto you because that's how they feel within themselves. Usually when people keep doing stuff that's unexplainable and you can't really put your finger on why they're doing it, it's because that's how they feel about themselves. This constant trigger of you being so confident makes them constantly feel low. So be mindful of that, that someone in your life has low self-esteem, and overall this comes from childhood, deep-rooted childhood wounds. Their low self-esteem and them envying you. Go ahead and zoom in on that so you can see that they are envying you and being jealous of you. So be mindful of that. The envy and the jealousy comes from overall them not being liked as a child. So take heed of that. Literally, people will literally claim that they're hurt or overall need healing from something and then try to project that same hurt onto a person. So make it make sense. If it truly hurted you, why are you doing it to other people? Okay, so make it make sense. If you truly want to heal, or you're truly heartbroken, or you were affected by how people treated you in such manner, why are you doing it? And these same people think nobody's supposed to treat them this way. Nobody's supposed to make them feel low. Bet nobody do this to my child. But you making sure you try to make somebody else's child feel low. You making sure you try to hurt somebody else's child and think your child is excluded. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody's never excluded. When you do bullshit, anybody in the family, friend, anybody in the fucking lineup, it can happen to. When you playing with the Most High and the chosen beings, anybody can get locked the fuck up. Okay? Especially when you playing about a chosen being. Okay? A real golden child, a real marked one from the Most High. Can't make it up. Everybody can say they the golden child. Everybody can say they chosen. But truth is, everybody not. Can't make it up. Let's get biblical. Even in the Bible, it say everybody ain't going. Let's make it make sense. Even in the Bible, they say everybody didn't motherfucking make it. Everybody couldn't get it together. And a lot of people were stuck in that devil ass mentality. So you can keep saying that you chosen and you not this low vibe person with this low self-esteem. but you are. And your spirit, our spirit guides, and your spirit guides, chosen and collective, is making sure that you know this person is a person with low self-esteem, low vibes, and they envy and be jealous of everybody because of things that they wanted to do as a child. They jealous of stuff that you do or the things that you create and manifest because they couldn't get this stuff done. They couldn't get liked by people as a child. So be mindful of that and take heed of that. The overall, you're dealing with someone that has low self-esteem and someone is in your energy with low self-esteem, chosen and collective. Can't make it up. Okay, caught that T. Okay, next we have mountains. So you've been overall, the down I'm getting is you've been overall overcoming mountains with this person that has low self-esteem. You have overcame a lot of mountains. You have overgrown them and elevated yourself at your highest level, and you're continuing to stay at your highest elevation and vibration, chosen and collective. Your spirit guides want you to know they are proud of you. You can tell that you overall accomplished a lot and overcame a lot of obstacles because we got mountains out here. So that means you done climb mountaintops through all the BS with this person that was low self-esteem and low vibing. You climb mountains through it all, through the obstacles by yourself. By yourself, chosen and collective. So be mindful of that people can overall try to paint these pictures that they're this, they're that, they're whole, they're confident, they're brave. And whole time behind all of those words and all that stuff they be saying be a whole bunch of pudding. Behind all this fake exterior, okay, behind all this fake armor, chosen and collective, be a whole bunch of pudding, a whole bunch of applesauce, meaning a whole bunch of liquid, like mushy softness is what I'm basically saying. Okay, a lot of people pretend and overall put on fronts, and this is why I say armor, because people armor themselves with overall the things that they think is going to get them put on or liked or loved, and whole time it's gonna get them put down, put in a low self-esteem, put in a low vibration. Whole time it's gonna put them in a position where they got to constantly be around people that's always having them climbing mountains and mountaintops. Okay, constantly having them go through obstacles over and over, dealing with people with low self-esteem. Okay, so be mindful of that and take heed of that you got someone in your energy that's a hater, chosen and collective. Let's go on and be blunt about it. You got someone in your energy that's a hater and they have low self-esteem. So take heed of that and be mindful of that. Let's finish getting into it. We have toxic. Be careful not to overindulge in alcoholic beverages, drug use. So this person that has low self-esteem, chosen and collective, your spirit guides are helping you pinpoint who this person is. This person is toxic and they overindulge in a lot of alcohol or a lot of alcoholic beverages and drug use. So you should know who this person is that's in your life or in your energy that's overall toxic. Go ahead and zoom in on that. Your spirit guides want you to be careful with this person, okay? This person overindulges, chosen and collective. This person overall does a lot of toxic things and carries their life in a lot of toxic ways. They have a lot of low self-esteem. They have low self-esteem, a lot of it, but they're not working on to have a lot of high self-esteem. They're not working on being on their highest elevation and vibration. They're only focused on consumption of alcohol, beverages, and drug use. Just living a toxic way and being looked at in this manner as the go-to person when it's time to be toxic, when it's time to overall overindulge, when it's time to party. Okay, so this is why people look at them like they have low self-esteem, and they are looked at as a person with low self-esteem because they only have confidence when it's things that's going on about this nature, things that's going on about these type of events. They don't overall have this bravery or this courageous energy about themselves, not unless it's about partying, not unless it's about drinking, not unless it's about overindulging. This is when they have the bravery, the courage. And you looking like, I'm looking for you to have high self-esteem in other places, okay? You tired of climbing mountains with this person and convincing them to have self-esteem and overall put their energy into else places, okay? You tired of climbing mountaintops and overall obstacles and challenges with this person. because you come to the realization that they're toxic. They're never really going to change their ways until they actually want to. And right now, you see that they don't want to change their ways. They're going to continue to be toxic and continue to overindulge in alcohol. Because I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the overindulging, and won't stop doing it. Come in the house sloppy. What time is it? That's not sexy. That's not high self-esteem. That's not giving your partner or even yourself self-esteem. Keep drinking, and you drink so many days away, by the end of the week, you don't even know where the week went. And then it just keep continuing and continuing and continuing. And before you know it, you looking like, dang, where the whole month went. I ain't did nothing with myself. And then that month starts over again, and you do the same thing throughout that month. And before you know it, your whole year went like that. Okay? So this is why it's toxic to live this type of lifestyle, because your whole year go by without you even realizing it. Time will go by you partying and keep kicking it every day. Your whole year go by and fly past you, and you won't get shit done. And you'll be thinking, where did time go? But time was there. You was just playing with it. So be mindful of that somebody is toxic in your energy, that drink too much, party too much, and overall, they have low self-esteem. So be mindful of that, chosen and collective. Let's see what else is going on. Okay? What else is going on with this person that's hating and overall constantly sending the chosen and collective bad energy? There's some stuff going on with them chosen and collective. Your spirit guides want you to know. You see that handful that fell. So let's go and get into it. Excuse me. Let's go and get into it. So we have Venus retrograde, dealing with insecurities, appearance, body image, worthiness, relationships, sexuality. So double confirmation. Can't make it up. I cannot make this up, chosen and collective. So you're dealing with someone in your energy that has low self-esteem, and they're in their Venus retrograde, okay? Be mindful of that this person overall is dealing with insecurities. They are dealing with insecurities. Let me go ahead and zoom in on that they're insecure about their body, about their appearance, about their image, and overall how much worthy they are. They're insecure about their relationship and their sexuality as well, chosen and collective. So be mindful of that. They have some sexuality issues as well. And overall, low self-esteem, double confirmation, can't make it up. They is overall, the way they think of themselves or look at themselves is low. They look at their own self as a low person. They look at their own image in the way they look at themselves as a low vibe. Okay, so take heed of that. Be mindful of that, and you already know. Put it in your nose. You already know. Be mindful of that. That overall, this person that's being toxic in your life is toxic because they have low self-esteem. Okay, didn't nobody like them as a child. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that. Childhood wounds, and they toxic. Always partying and drinking. Because that's the only time they feel somebody gonna like them, literally. That's the only time somebody gonna be interested in them, not unless they having a drink with them. They feel like only people gonna want to talk to them or be in their energy, not unless they drinking. So this is why this person is toxic. And it's up to you if you want to keep continuing to let these kind of people stay in your energy with these type of thoughts, with these type of ways, with this type of behavior. That's up to you, chosen and collective. Okay, so be mindful of that. And take heed of that this person putting you through mountains that you constantly having to climb and overcome by yourself because of their low self-esteem, because of how they look at their own self and their own body and appearance, things that they can work on, literally, their self. Because they got issues with their sexuality. They got issues with feeling worthiness. They got issues with feeling worth something in a relationship. They feel like they don't look like nothing. Their appearance don't look like nothing. Their body don't look like nothing. So they putting you through all this toxic ways and ties because they don't feel like they is nothing. They don't feel cute. They don't feel handsome. They don't even feel like they worth something. So be mindful of that. Chosen and collected, your spirit guides definitely want you to know that. And they're in competition with you. So let's get into it. Competition, always trying to one-up you. So this person is always trying to one-up you because they don't feel that they have a decent body. They feel that their body doesn't look like much. Like it's a bunch of just sloppiness. a whole bunch of nothing not put together. That's how they feel. That's the thought I'm getting, is that they feel their body is not put together. So they continue to overall try to compete with you to make themselves feel better or feel like they look good, when whole time they don't feel like they're worth nothing. Go ahead and zoom in on that for you, so you can go ahead and confirm that they don't feel like they're worth nothing. They do not feel that their appearance or their body image is even attractive, that they overall do have low self-esteem. This is why they're competing with you, to try to feel like they are somebody. They do have low self-esteem. They are in their Venus retrograde. Okay, they do feel ugly, and whole time they competing with you to make themselves feel cute or handsome. Make it make sense. Compete with yourself. This is why nobody's attracted to you. Make it make sense. You want people to be attracted to you, compete with yourself. Face your own shadow and do your own shadow work. That's how you get people drooling over you. When you do your own work, it shows for itself. Can't make it up. You don't even have to do no work, because it's going to show itself. Even on the simplest days, people going to see that you did the work. Even on the simplest days, in the simplest times, it's going to show that you put in the work. So when people compete with you and try to be you whole time, this is why nobody wants them. They never figured this out since a kid. They still ain't figured it out. Can't make it up. Childhood. Since a child, they still haven't figured out how to overall love themselves. They compete with everybody throughout their life instead of competing with themselves. They still haven't learned the real race is competing with yourself at their grown ass age. Let's go ahead and be blunt. Chosen and collective, they still ain't figured this out. This is why they got low self-esteem, because your self-esteem come from overall your brain power, your knowledge. It don't just come from your looks. Okay, because truth be told, even days when you don't feel like doing much, or you don't feel like looking like much, or putting a lot of effort into looking like something, your real beauty comes within your brain, your heart, your spirit, your soul, your conscience. That's where the beauty of it really comes from. That's how you be glowing from the inside out. They don't get that though, chosen and collective. They still competing with you, trying to one up you. When they don't compete, where they don't compare. You don't even have the gifts that I have. You don't even have the attachments and resources that I was blessed with. You don't even have this kind of ranking by the Most High that I have. You want to know why? It's because you overall focus on being a toxic motherfucker your whole life. You focus on drinking and partying and overindulging and competing with people at parties and weird shit like that, instead of competing with yourself, instead of getting your own self-esteem up, so you don't feel like you got to compete with nobody. So you could feel like when you enter the party, you is the party. So you could feel like when it's time to party, people waiting on you at the party. Okay? So be mindful of that and take heed of that this person's self-esteem is low as fuck. Okay? And it's been low as fuck since childhood. And it's going to stay this way because they in a low vibe. They put their time into the wrong shit. Chosen and collective, I'm not going to be blunt. I keep it a buck. They put their time into the wrong shit. This is why they still haven't felt confidence in their own body image. Literally. Can't make it up. This is why they don't feel confident in their own body image. You so focused on competing with somebody and one-upping somebody when your ass need to compete on the treadmill. Your ass need to compete with some fruit. Your ass need to compete with some detoxes and cleansers. Compete with that. That's what I'm saying, chosen and collective. People will put their time and effort into the wrong shit and keep blaming you for whatever they feel the way they feel. When whole time, they the reason they feel this way. Because like I said, they put the time and effort into the wrong shit. Can't make it up. So be mindful of that and take heed of that, chosen and collective. Okay? And definitely be mindful that people is overall hating on you and it's giving brokey vibes. We got debt. So this person is putting themselves in debt, hating on you, worrying about you, and putting energy into trying to destroy you. They going in debt for having all this low self-esteem and doing everything to compete with you. They going in debt for trying to even compete with you. They going in debt. They going broke for trying to keep up with your lifestyle and who you are as a person when you are this person for a reason. You were blessed with these overall abundance or gifts of resources for a reason. They wasn't gonna most likely do shit with it. God knew that, and the Most High knew that. Because they a toxic motherfucker. They gonna spend the money on partying, beverages, alcohol, bullshit. This is why they in debt. So stay tuned for part 2, Chosen and Collective. And you want to finish knowing what else is going on with this hater. And let me keep exposing and dishing out that tea. Yum, yum, yum. Eat them up. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for part 2.